Yo, it's Big Ant, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV one time, man. Had to come tap in all the way from New Orleans, Geedy P, man.
What's up, man?
What's happening, man? You know, introduce yourself to the people, let them know where you from and everything like that, dog.
From New Orleans, Louisiana. I grew up between the East and the 7th Ward. People from New Orleans know about that or whatever. Downtown, the 7th Ward, I grew up in that area, and I grew up a lot in the East or whatever. So 7th Ward in the East in New Orleans, Louisiana, 504.
Yeah, man. So for the people that don't know, man, your name got spread through the internet mostly through some controversial statements on Say Cheese, Sean Cotton platform and everything. You went viral on there a couple times through New Orleans history and credit within the culture as far as songs, words, lingo, fashion, lifestyle, and all that. So, you know, you actually had some, before we get into all that, man, you know, you had some history working with artists yourself, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, tell them about the era of your New Orleans and what you came up in first.
Oh, well, what I came up listening to, like I said, a lot of stuff or whatever that was in New Orleans, like Big Boy Records, Cash Money, Slaughterhouse, Tombstone, Mobile Records, High Power. Like, that was a lot of independent record labels and stuff like that. But grew up on that, like I said, big fan of Cash Money, No Limit. Artists I work with Super Blanco from Squad Up, the group Squad Up that Lil Wayne was with. I work with the youngest one, they was at the Seminar Project. I work with BTY Youngin, rest in peace BTY Youngin, he was from our Pigeon Town. Baby was about to sign him or whatever before he had got killed. I work with in Superbad too, or a bounce rapper that I work with too.
For sure, man. So, you know, with BTY Youngin, he made a name for himself for sure. A lot of people didn't really know at first the dog could really rap.
Hell yeah.
People seen him for the antics, you know what I'm saying? But I understand that part of the game because you gotta have something to sell now because everybody rap and you know everybody got their own way to do it. But BTY Youngin was making a lot of noise, man. So how did y'all link up and everything?
Well, to piggyback on what you said too about the antics, that's true. That's just like Sauce Walker, he got a big personality. You know how to get attention, but he can rap too.
Let me change that word. I don't even want to call it antics. I want to say personality.
That's why I say he got a personality or whatever. Just like Pimp C, Tupac, they got personality. They know how to get they know how to get people attention. BTY Youngin, he was doing a lot of rapping or whatever. I think Youngin probably rapped since like 13, 14. I met him when he went to jail when he was on I think a attempted murder charge or something like that. But it got broke down to aggravated assault. And he wound up copping out, taking a plea deal. That's what copping out mean in Louisiana, we say. And he wound up going upstate. He probably did like, I think about 3 years or something like that. But Youngin always been a spitter, always had punchlines. He used to be going viral on YouTube, rapping a lot. He did stuff with Juvenile, he did stuff with Mr. Marcello. They used to work closely with C Murder and Master P. He worked with Partners in Crime, which was a group that was on Big Boy Records that, you know, was real big in New Orleans. So he come up under Misdemeanor. But like I said, I started working with him like that. He was in jail, got a CD from his mama. I started passing the CD out, put it on that Piff. We had this free Youngin t-shirts, whatever. We was putting them all over everywhere. Everybody's wearing them at the second lines. Everybody's wearing them in the French Quarter, everywhere. You know, and that was to build up that hype. I liked what Pimp C had with Bun B, with the free Pimp C movement. So I saw the free Pimp C shirts and the free Gucci Man shirts, and I was like, this is a good idea. So I did that. And by the time he came home in 2014, in December, he had 10,000 downloads on that Pip. That's the same amount of units that Boosie sold on his first album, Youngest of the Camper for My Thugs, whatever. So yeah, that's what he did with it.
Yeah, man, rest in peace, BTY Youngin, dog. I like the dog energy and everything. He was doing this shit. So, man, you know, when you heard that news, man, I guess, like, seeing somebody you working closely with and seeing that happen to him, and like I say, he was having a grip on a piece of the internet at that time, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of the underground media outlets was fucking with him. He was making the blogs a lot all over the country. So, what is it with New Orleans and rappers, you know, being killed?
I mean, to me, like, just Louisiana, like I said, from Louisiana period, but definitely New Orleans is the music. They really living their rhymes, and this should really be happening and stuff like that. So you don't really, like I said on CT before, you don't get studio rappers like talking about it. I'm not saying everybody not, but for the most part, you're going to have the rappers like the Soulja Slim, the Lil Darius, the youngest. So a lot of the dudes be, when you hear rhymes that they rapping, it should really be real. I remember, I think one of the people he was interviewing before, he was saying he was a big fan of Youngin. and I think he was saying that you thought, somebody said Youngin was like Asian or something. The guy that was working with him, that was with Red Vicks, with Black Balloon, he was the Asian guy that was working with Youngin too, or whatever. So that's probably what people probably thought. But like I said, yeah, it's shit really real on it, dog. Like, you know, like BG said, get how you live, Chopper City. Like, you know, the city of choppers, like Soulja Slim. So it's really real out there, dog. It's just tough. Like, it's poverty, it's gangster, and the streets really being the music.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that I look at too with a lot of the New Orleans rappers. You know, I feel like, you know, when I go out there, I did a lot of New Orleans artists. You know what I'm saying? And one of the New Orleans rappers that I interviewed that got killed earlier this year, rest in peace, Jamelis, man.
Jamelis, yeah, cool, 20, yeah, he was a good dude, yeah, cool.
Yeah, and you know, it just brought it back to me because I seen him going so hard with the rap shit.
Right.
You know, he wasn't the most popular, wasn't the most notarized and talked about, but he was traveling back and forth from Houston, New Orleans, like regularly doing this rap shit, shooting videos, getting features.
Right.
And I'm talking about in the same studio, all over this bitch doing this shit. And I was like, okay, he doing what he got to do.
Right.
And I'm like, this will be the guy as far as the work ethic that'll eventually build something in a couple of years.
Right, because it's consistency.
Because it's consistency. And I was like, all right, he done got an interview from me, this person, he tapped in with all the blogs. Then next thing I know, he get killed.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, that was unfortunate. Like you said, it's just the streets and stuff like that, and it's just like, you know, the violence and just the way people value life in New Orleans is really sad. It's unfortunate, but like I said, Jamelis was a good dude to me because he used to always be on my page and write me a lot. And like I said, he put a lot of money behind himself. He believed in himself. He bet on himself. You know, it's like I said, it's unfortunate that before a lot of our kings could fly, you know, their wings get clipped and stuff like that.
So
it's just definitely unfortunate.